My name is Mr. We've been in this business now for 162 days, and it has absolutely been amazing what is taking place. But real quick, documentation beats conversation all day long, right? How many people, by show of hands, are using our properties? Wow. Okay. Can I get, you guys mind standing up and me calling you real quick? You know, you just stand and do your story. Using our products. Call a few people real quick. Share your story.
25 pounds and 2.5 months on the teeth.
Not a lot of pounds, but I lost 1.5 inches in my waist.
Was it 3 months? Almost 20 pounds.
Wow. Cool. Nice.
11 pounds straight to the T, and but most, even more important, to have the matrix, all the joint pain that you get growing up as a knucklehead guy, it's gone.
Wearing clothes I haven't worn in 5 years. I've gone on 2 pant sizes.
Awesome. Mark?
16 pounds and 2.5 months.
Mark? Stan?
Oh, it might not look like it, but I have lost them. But I'm wearing smaller pants and skipping a couple of holes in the belt, so it's working.
Sir?
11 pounds and over 20 inches.
Wow. Awesome. Jim?
Within the first 3 weeks of the product, I lost about 16 pounds, and a couple of weeks after that, teetered, and then I gained a few pounds, and I've not been drinking the tea, just the coffee and matrix, and getting muscle definition. My jeans are still getting bigger, and I weighed last night, and I've dropped another 2 pounds, so I'm at 18 plus pounds, and it's just insane. I mean, the muscle definition coming out and all. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I just hit 8 pounds today. It took 2.5 weeks. I wasn't even taking products the right way. I didn't realize. And it's just from the tea and the coffee.
He just made a good point there, guys. These products will work even if you don't take them correctly. However, if you take them correctly, they really work.
Yeah.
Okay? So make sure that you definitely understand exactly how to use the products. You're going to love this next story here, Ann. Go ahead.
Oh, the products have revolutionized my life. I'm telling you, the Matrix, and I've lost about 8 pounds.
Fantastic.
Lost 11 pounds in about 7 weeks.
Awesome. Ken?
Just 5 in the last 2 weeks because I just got started. But I'm with Tim. When you do it right, it makes a huge difference. So don't miss the directions.
Right.
As you can see, tonight we've got a special guest speaker. How many of you would like to hear from a doctor's standpoint what these products are capable of doing? And how you're going to get to hear that tonight. But we're going to go ahead and get started. We've got a gentleman with us tonight that I've known for several years. He's actually been in this industry for over 25 years now? Over 25 years. He and I actually worked in another company. He's had organizations in excess of 400,000 people. He definitely knows how to build these companies and everything. Very successful entrepreneur. He owns several businesses. He's actually in the process of selling one of his businesses that led him to Boresha. Okay? He and his wife are regional vice presidents out of Atlanta, Georgia. She helped me welcome Mr. Steve Gagnier I.
All right, before I get started, how many people here are here for the very first time looking at this business? See your hands. Let's give them a welcome hand. We have a special guest tonight, and what I'd like to do, we'll keep this short. I promise I'll keep this under 4 hours, okay? But you still don't know how many minutes I'm going to do. No, we're going to do this in about 30, 45 minutes. We're going to cover this business, and we're going to tell you a little bit about our company. We're going to have the doctor speak to us about the products, and also I'm going to cover the industry before he gets up, and then I will talk to you about the business associated with these remarkable products. So, all right. So who are we? We are Boresha International. We're only a 24-year-old company. Now, for those of you who know a little bit about the industry, if you're in the right company, in the right place at the right time, that's where you want to be. You want to be at the beginning of what we truly believe is going to be a phenomenal explosion with this business. George Najjar, I met him as Delon was talking about. I met him, I was trying to sell him my product. And after he and Joey Boswell shared with me what they had here, I started to shift gears. 12 years out of the industry because I couldn't find one that I really liked. After looking at this, doing the due diligence, I realized that this was the next multi-billion-dollar company. So I met George, and I really liked who he was, and the more I've gotten to know him, the more I've seen that there's more integrity with this particular individual as CEO of this company than any company that I've ever worked with or consulted with, because I've consulted in this industry as well. Bruce Leviton, this particular individual, lived in Atlanta. Bruce at the time was a senior executive with Home Depot. And ultimately, he ended up going out to the West Coast, and he oversaw $5.4 billion of Home Depot's budget. He handled 22,000 employees for them. Grand Auto was a $3.4 billion company that he helped build from its inception, and he orchestrated the sale of that company. He ended up with 24-Hour Fitness, the largest fitness facility in the United States, a $2 billion company, a senior vice president, left that company to join this company because of the upside potential that this business has. And George promised me when I got in this business 16 months ago, whenever it was, that he would bring somebody on who could handle the growth of this company from a multi-million-dollar company into a billion-dollar reality. And that is why he brought Bruce Leviton on. And I can tell you, I've known him for years, and the integrity is there. There's no question about it. Because I knew him as a friend before I knew him as a business associate. Okay. Then Mike Babcock, right here, another very successful individual, both in this industry and in other industries. And how many people got a chance to see Michael Babcock last week? Okay, great. Oh, you were all part of that room. Hey, we have a little room in here tonight, don't we? All right, great. All right, there's our new facility. We expanded. We went from a smaller building into this building. Now, why the expansion? Because we are growing. And folks, how much are we growing? You know about the economy today. There's even talk about a double-dip recession. There's a higher unemployment. Major corporations, they're not hiring. They're not making any money. Or they're making money and they're not hiring. And then you got small businesses, folks. The economy has shrunk. All right? Many people have gone out of business. And yet during this worst recession in American history, besides the Great Depression, here's our growth. Look at this. In 2007, when we started, in a half a year, we did $200,000 of business and doubled it in 2008. And then in 2009, a miracle happened. Really, it's a miracle. We ended up having a relationship with a scientist, Dr. Anne-Louise Allen. I will speak more about her later. And that particular woman brought us our product line. How many people got a chance to try our products? Okay, wouldn't you say, do they taste good? All right, now you heard the stories, right, of all these people. Usually to be able to burn that much fat, they usually have to take something that tastes nasty, right? Or work out real hard, or, eat certain foods you don't want to eat. Here we're talking about tea and coffee, right, lattes, and people are having those kinds of experiences. So what happened? In the process, we exploded from 400,000 to 4 million in 2009, the beginning of the Great Recession. Okay? Well, in 2010, we grew almost 4 more times. And this year, we're probably going to double our sales, and the projections are in the future that we will be more than $1 billion company. George's goal is $10 billion, $20 billion. Okay? And I believe we're going to reach that. And the reason I believe we're going to reach it is, folks, our products can't be duplicated. They can't be duplicated. We've taken these product lines to the Department of Defense, and they can't reverse engineer the product. So we're the only company in the world with an all-natural product line that burns fat. Okay, I'll leave the rest for the doctor. I don't want to take his thunder. All right, now in terms of industry, one of the reasons why we're growing is that we are also situated in 5 fast-growing industries. The coffee business, 70 billion. We're getting some numbers now that have said that the coffee business has grown to 80 billion in the recession. Tell me, is there anyone here that will give up their cup of coffee? All right, we've seen people lose their house. We've seen people lose their business, but did they lose their cup of coffee? Absolutely not. People aren't going to stop drinking coffee. It's habit forming, and people want their coffee. All right, chocolate. How many of you ladies are going to ever stop eating chocolate? Okay. Actually, from a scientific, physiological standpoint, you're not going to, because you need something called serotonin, and chocolate elevates it. So that craving for chocolate is not just a craving from a sweet tooth. Your body is actually craving it, okay, because it needs it. All right, so that's why that too is a multi-billion-dollar business, just 18 billion in the U.S. alone. Energy drinks have exploded, 64% growth year over year since 2000, all the way to 2010. During the Great Recession, energy drinks have skyrocketed. Why? There's a lot of caffeine in there, and if you don't like the taste of coffee, this is a great alternative. All right, so that's why it's growing like crazy. Well, guess what? We're involved in all 3 of these industries that have not been hit by the recession. Our business is not in a recessionary cycle like other products. We're in high growth industries. You see? And let's talk about weight loss. You know anybody that's trying to lose a few pounds? Okay? Well, the number since the beginning of this recession has gone from 55 billion to 65 billion. Now let me ask you, how those diets working for us in America? How are those exercise programs working for us? Isn't that our alternatives? Right? Go out, go to the weight room, or eat virtually nothing, starve yourself. We don't know another option. We don't know another alternative. Well, that's one of the reasons we're exploding, because we're providing another alternative, a third way. Okay, and I'll talk more about that in a moment. But anti-aging, there's a lot of baby boomers around. All right, and the baby boomers are getting older. You follow the baby boomers, you're following the money trail. And so most of the baby boomers now are entering their 60s, 50s, and 60s. Guess what? Do you think they want to feel old, look old, act old, go slower? Nobody wants that. Well, we've got products that deal with those issues. Okay? And the doctor will speak more about that in a minute. But here's the point. I talked about diets and I talked about exercise. Folks, look, in 9 years, CDC is telling us that 75% of the population of the United States, that translates into 3 out of 4 people, in the United States will be overweight or obese. 3 out of 4. Now, in 1980, it was less than 20%. What happened? Well, you're not aware of it, but the food you're eating has been changed. Okay? What happened to the food? They took out the fats and replaced it with high fructose corn syrup. They thought they were doing a good thing. But Dr. Allen said there's something wrong here. They're changing the foods, all right, re-engineering them, and what they're doing is going to cause more fat storage. So you can exercise all you want, and you can diet all you want, but when you finally do eat, You end up eating foods that literally triggers fat storage rather than burn it. Most of us are not aware. Coffee does that to us. Tea does that to us. Caffeine does that to us. All right? So we're eating all of these products and drinking all these beverages that are causing it. Now, it gets even worse. According to the CDC, they're saying it's almost 9 out of 10 in 19 years from now. Now, if you don't believe it, and I said this to the people at lunch today, if you don't believe that there's a problem with people being overweight or obese, get in your car, drive to Orlando, sit down in a chair in Disneyland, and watch the people walk by. Okay? You won't need any further proof. All right, now, here's another issue that's developing. It's directly connected to weight, and that is type 2 diabetes. Type 2 diabetes is preventable. Type 1 is not. It's weight related. All right? And look what United Health is telling us. That 50% of the population will have diabetes or pre-diabetes, and that costs a lot of money. $3.3 trillion. Okay? And why? Because diabetes has all kinds of complications. So, what are we going to do to fix this epidemic? Boresha is involved. Folks, if you consider 9 out of 10 people are going to be overweight or obese, we're a company that's going to tell those 9 people, really all 10, but 9 of the people, we're going to tell them, look, we have an alternative. We have a way to change things and reverse what you're going through in terms of gaining weight. We have an answer, all right? And how do we, what's our answer? Dr. Annalise Allen, look at her background. Chief of Biomedical Research. What is the Glycemic Research Institute? What's glycemic mean? Simply means this. If you eat a food, you have a certain amount of sugar in every food and every beverage. The more sugar you have, the higher the glycemic level. Because what happens is your body has to break the sugar down. Well, when it breaks the sugar down, it releases something called insulin, and insulin does what insulin tells your body. Store fat, store fat, store fat. Most of the foods and beverages we eat are high glycemic. Dr. Allen created the Glycemic Research Institute. Dr. Allen is the chief of biomedical research and has done all the testing for Hershey's and Procter & Gamble and Coca-Cola. She knows the glycemic levels of all these foods. And she can tell you there's a problem out there. And she said, since there's a problem, I can fix it. How do I fix it? Easy. What I do is I'm going to change these foods and beverages. So when you drink them, instead of it being high glycemic, it's low glycemic. All coffee, think of this, $70 billion or $80 billion in all that coffee, all of it, causes you to spike your blood sugar, except for one, us. Totally different than everybody else on the planet. Energy drinks, same thing. Latte, same thing. There's no other product out there that's all natural that'll do that. All right? All right. So, DeLon's going to come back up and introduce our next speaker. And he's going to tell you, as a doctor, his understanding of these particular products.
Can you help me welcome up Dr. Joey Barton?
I don't know what I can add. You did such a great job of introducing the products, but I can tell you my personal experience. And it started about 3 months ago when someone I trusted encouraged me to try some of these products. Now, I really wasn't very confident how that would turn out. But over a period of about a 6-week time period, I noticed something happening in my body. And it was beyond my ability to really understand. And I really had not heard anything about Dr. Allen. I didn't know what she was doing. But as I started seeing these changes in my body, I really wanted to understand. I mean, what is in this stuff? It's miraculous, really, how it works. So as I looked, I found some key things that I think hopefully will help you understand why these changes are taking place in your body. First, the ARG matrix, which I think is the most wonderful product ever developed on the face of the earth, because it is a simple amino acid, but that simple amino acid can make it past your blood-brain barrier like no other arginine product on the market. It literally sneaks in because Dr. Allen created this little rider that is attached to it that basically tricks the blood-brain barrier into believing that it's this thing it's used to. But guess what tags along behind it? The L-arginine. Now, why is that important? If you can boost your building block, L-arginine, in your pituitary gland where growth hormone is produced, you're going to make more growth hormone. So that's the beauty of taking this stuff at night, because it truly can elevate your growth hormone levels. And what does growth hormone do? Growth hormone basically is what we all had when we were young. When we had all the energy in the world and we could eat anything we wanted and it just burned right out. Well, guess what? As we get older, so does our growth hormone production. It goes down. So by basically building that up, we're telling our body, burn the fat, build the muscle. If you get more muscle in your body, your metabolism, your ability to burn your calories is just going to go through the roof. And that happens naturally. Now, I was excited about that, but I had no clue what these coffees and teas and lattes could do to my body. I mean, literally, by taking that stuff, in the morning, I would rush through a morning with my patients, and I would usually drag at about 10 a.m., and I would have to grab something to get my blood sugar levels back up. You know, you get that period of time where you just feel like you want to take a nap or something. That's because your blood sugar levels just drop out of it. Well, as I started using the coffee initially, and now I'm using the tea, I just love the tea, I end up staying level throughout the whole morning. I do not crash at all, and I have to think about eating at lunch, whereas I was ravenous before I started this product. And the reason why that is I believe our insulin levels just basically stay low. Our sugar levels remain normal throughout the morning. So you don't get this spike and then drop, and then spike and then drop. And ultimately, during that process, I started seeing about 3 inches of this go away. And I've lost about 16 pounds over 3 months. Now, I didn't think I was overweight, but obviously there was a little still in here that needed to go, and it did. So all I can tell you is I took the L-arginine at night, 2 scoops and a little bit of water, about 30 minutes before I would go to bed, and I would take the coffee a couple of times a day initially, and now I've moved to the tea because it's hot outside. And I have never felt better in my life, and I did not diet to do this. That's the beauty of this. Everybody that's on a diet is on a yo-yo. Every patient I talk to about it. And honestly, I look at it like this when I'm talking to my patients. I treat them like if I were walking on a path with them and we were on a hillside and they stumbled and were about to fall off the precipice because they're obese, because they have diabetes, because they have hypertension, all those things are going to lead to a really ugly conclusion if we don't turn that around. Would I not grab their hand and pull them back from the edge if I knew they were going to fall to certain death? You know, that's what we have here. We have the ability to take our family and our friends and save them from the direction we're in. So I would encourage you, if you're not trying the product yet, do it to its full capacity. You'll be amazed with the results. And if you have family and friends that you see struggling with weight or hypertension or diabetes, you know, get in there and tell them how much you love them and how much this can change their life, because it truly will.
So you even have the medical community seeing the results of this product, and the products. I'm going to go through very quickly because Dr. Hurt has really talked about the impact of what the products do. I think that's way more important than what they are. But just to quickly go through it, we have our coffee, and this is critical for anybody to know that we can make 11 legal claims on the product, 11. And I'm not going to get into the details, but we can make them per FDA, FTC rules and regulations. Folks, that is incredible. It's an 800-page document that you have to cross every T and dot every I, and we can make 11 claims just on this product. On this product, it's a latte. It's got real chocolate in it, ladies. Can you imagine? Fat-burning chocolate. All right? Get your chocolate fix and burn fat at the same time. Then our energy drink. Again, 11 legal claims on this product, okay? This is revolutionary. It breaks down and shrinks fat cells. All right? How many people are married to their fat cells? Nobody's raising their hand, but the truth is you all are. All right? Your spouse, called fat cells, will never leave you. A 50% divorce rate, yeah, maybe with a husband or wife, but fat cells, it's a 100% marital affair that never goes away. All right, with the exception of liposuction, all right, and the exception of our product. Look, it breaks down fat cells, and we can make a legal claim to that effect with our coffee and our tea. And these are just 2 of the 11 claims we can make. Okay, it curbs your appetite, it boosts metabolism. It doesn't burn muscle, it only burns fat. There's a lot of diet pills and stuff out there that burn fat, but they also burn your muscle. Who wants that? This is revolutionary that she can burn the fat without burning muscle. All right, now, this product is going to be shipped starting next Tuesday. And I'm really excited about this product. Okay, I believe this will become our flagship product. Because this is the fat burning with the coffee, the tea on one side, and the matrix on the other side with the nitric oxide and all the other positive dimensions that the matrix give, fused into one product. Folks, if you have a doctor that tells you don't drink caffeine, you can use this and burn fat. If they say no coffee, no tea, you can use this and burn fat. And if you want to exercise, all right, and you take this, you're going to burn 118% more fat than if you didn't use the product. That includes people that walk around the block. Just some activity. Sensational product. This is the first time ever that a product has come out that is not attached to caffeine or ephedra that burns fat. First time ever. She's broken the code, thus the name Codebreaker. Okay? Now look what happens. Elevates nitric oxide. Folks, she states this on the site, that it improves circulation, enhances blood flow, and supports healthy blood pressure levels. Doctor, is that useful?
That's incredibly useful.
Matrix, he talked about the matrix. Again, here's just a few of 20 legal claims. 20. Okay? Decreases body fat, maintains healthy blood sugar levels, anti-aging benefits, promotes sexual health. They say that, going back to what you were saying, that this particular product will help a man, all right, double his testosterone output. Ladies, be careful. Look out. If you know somebody that's taking a lot of matrix in here, do not brush up against them. Now, for those of you who are taking coffee, all right, and you want some creamer, do not use standard creamer. It's high glycemic. It'll take away the fat burning effect. Use our creamer. It's low glycemic. It'll not eradicate it, okay? It'll not take it away. All right, now, our Be Sweet, same thing. This is a $1 billion company in and of itself. You tell me one doctor, or the diabetic endocrinologist side, that wouldn't want to give this product to every type 1 diabetic or type 2 diabetic. A type 1 diabetic child can take a whole container and have no spike in their blood sugar. I mean, that's outrageous. Do you know that Dr. Allen, even, she's got the compound. She can do anything she wants with it. Do you know that she has a low glycemic ice cream? Do you know that? Do you know that she has fat-burning chocolates, little chocolates you can eat too? Burn fat? We can't market these products. You know why? Try delivering ice cream to the front door in the house in Phoenix on a summer day with 116 degrees in the sun. What's going to happen to that ice cream? Okay, so there are certain limitations to these products. But in any case, the point is, because of that sweetener and its low glycemic, she's taking it directly from organic fruits. Folks, there's no chemicals in these products. They're all natural. All natural.
Safe for autistic also.
Safe also for autistic children. All right? Folks, these products, all it takes is for us to expose the reality of what these products are and what they're doing. And that's what's going to create the billion-dollar company, okay? Do they really work? Well, you all have already heard from the people here. I don't need to delay it. So the question is there an opportunity here? Is there an opportunity? Well, let me ask you some questions. All right? You already heard about the epidemic. Do you know anyone that would like to burn some additional fat? Okay? Here's another question. Would adding a low glycemic, fat-burning coffee, tea, latte, or sports supplement drink to your routine, would it be easy? I mean, we're not talking about, okay, I want you to sign up in this company, and I want you to take this product. Now, in order for you to take this product, you got to get up 2 hours earlier, you got to mix it with this much water, and this much of this, and this, and then you got to mix it, and then you got to take it at this time of the day, and then you can't do anything for 2 hours, and then you can take it a little bit more, a little bit later, and then after you're done with that in the afternoon, you take a little bit more, and oh my gosh, yeah, it's a little bit hard, yeah, you got to totally change your lifestyle in order for you to lose weight. Or, do you drink coffee? Okay, change your coffee. Drink our coffee. Drink our tea instead of the other tea. Drink our energy drink. Drink our latte. How easy is that? Is word of mouth a good way to advertise? It's a $110 billion industry, word of mouth. What is word of mouth? Hey, did you go see that movie last week? I got a fantastic movie for you to look at. When somebody tells you that, what do? You want to go see the movie, right? And then you're really upset with your barber. Man, I'm looking for somebody else to be cut hair. The guy said, man, I got a great barber. All right? Some places you don't need a barber. Or a great attorney, or a great doctor, right? How do you build your practice? Word of mouth, right?
Best way to build.
Best way to build it, right? Fastest growing company in corporate America was a Tennessee company. Federal Express. $1 billion in 7 years. All right? Does word of mouth marketing work? 2 companies in network marketing, which is word of mouth marketing, in 5 years. People who just simply share information with other people. That is much more powerful than spending millions or billions of dollars advertising on TV and on the radio. It's a lot easier to invite somebody over, have them taste a cup of coffee, and tell them that you've burned 5 pounds of fat. What are they going to say to you? Give me some of that. I had a nurse one time, I told her what I had. She literally jumped over the table at me. I thought she was attacking me. She wanted coffee. Okay. Anyway, it's a phenomenal industry. Donald Trump has realized its power. He said, if I had to do it over again, forget real estate, I would start a network marketing company. And he started 2. He has 2 network marketing companies. And they're called Trump. Original, didn't he? Trump. Well, anyway. Okay, and then you've got the #1 investor in the entire planet who's made billions and billions and billions of dollars by buying stock in companies and then selling them at the right time. Okay, $40, $50 billion. He's invested in 7 network marketing companies. Folks, this system works. We have to understand corporate America has discovered it. It is a system that works. What we have to do is find certain companies or the right company to make it work. This company has all the components in place. You're talking to a guy who was a consultant in the industry. I introduced products into this industry, and I've made millions of dollars in this industry, and I've been in the top 5 in every company that I've been involved in. Okay? I know, after 25 years, I figured out the good, the bad, and the ugly in this industry. This is the best I've seen in that period of time. It's got the right products, it's got the right people, and it has the right way to make money. Okay? Now, I'm not going to go through all of these, right? In my training, it took me an hour and a half just to go through 3 different ways to make money, right? So I'm not going to take an hour and a half of your time here tonight. I'm just going to tell you that there's a lot of ways to make money. You get paid weekly on the first 4. You get paid monthly on the next 3. You get paid every 5 weeks on number 8, number 9 every quarter. And then there's additional ways that they've added to earn additional money. Now, I'm going to simply show you one way, and this is called team commissions. Let me show you how you build a business. It's this simple. You go out and you talk to other people. You share your story. All right? Now, Dr. Bird, I have seen your name all over the computer, by the way. You know, you didn't think I knew you, but I know you. I said, Dr. Bird, there he is again. He's recruited another person again. How many of you recruited in the last month?
You know, I didn't even realize, but apparently I'm number 2 for July, and I started about mid-month. So I don't know how this is happening, but
Okay, let's give him a hand.
I tell you, patients are eager for help, and that means your family and friends. So it's not just me as a doctor. It is, they are eager for somebody to show them a way out.
Now I don't, he probably already knows this, but if he was number 2 in July, then he is also getting a $500 bonus for being number 2 in the company in terms of recruiting. So let's give him a hand for that. So how many people in July, in 2 weeks in July? How many people did you ever count? Or
You know what? I've been so busy. I haven't even counted the number, but I saw it on my website when I went in, and that's where I learned. I got a call from Tammy at the corporate office to congratulate me, and that's another way I found out. So, I mean, I tell you, these people at the corporate office are just phenomenal. If you don't meet them, you really should get connected.
So approximately how many people?
Well, you know, I would say probably, what would you say, 20 maybe? 30?
Personally?
Yeah.
No, I'd say maybe 15 personally.
15, okay.
15,
Yeah.
okay. Well, doctor, you're way off.
Is it?
Okay? You're way off, because this program I'm going to show you, you were only supposed to bring 2 in a month. Okay?
Sorry.
Do it again. Okay. So I'm showing you a conservative program and a conservative model here, where you just share this product and you share this business with other people. Okay? And you end up, after a month, you sharing the product with others. You get 2 people who decide that there are a lot of people out there that need to burn fat, that need to do it by a simple way, changing their coffee and their tea and so on. Okay, those 2 people, they go out and they do the same thing. You just simply duplicate it. You end up with 4 people in month 2. And you end up with 8 people in month 3. All right? So in 2 weeks, doctor, you were already 3 months ahead of this model. Okay? And 3 months is 120 days. Let's say 5 months. You'd end, see, we're just talking about doubling. You know, nobody getting more than 2 people in on a monthly basis. All right? So 163 days is the bill.
163 days.
It translates into 4 months.
400 people yesterday.
400 people yesterday. And DeLon?
Over 700 people.
Over 700 people, okay? They've only been around about this much time. My model shows only 16 to 32 people. Now, folks, keep this going. Keep duplicating. Keep duplicating. Everybody just simply gets 2 each month. Now, notice, these 2 people only recruited 2 people each, and they're done. These 4 people recruited 2 people each, they're done. I'm not talking about 16 people in 2 weeks. I'm talking about 2 people, they're done. Okay, that doesn't mean you quit, but it's just simply, I'm trying to show you how conservative this model is. All right? After a 12-month period of time, you've got 4,000 people. And notice what they did, is they left everybody else off and just took those people down there ordering 50, basically what that 50 CV represents is 30 bags of coffee. No creamer, no sweetener, no matrix, no code breaker, just coffee, plain coffee. And folks, you're looking at an income, all right? Cut it in half, and you're looking at an income of $10,000 to $15,000 in a month's period of time. That's what it translates to. This is one of 11 ways to make money. One of 11 ways to make money. Now let me ask you this question. I want you all to think about the business you're in right now. In 1 year from now, can you add an extra $15,000 a month to your income in what you're doing? How about 2 years? How about 5 years? So let me ask you a question. If you continue to do the same things that you've been doing, and will continue to do the same things that you're doing, how can you expect any different results? Now, you can play the lottery, and if you're 1 in 13 million people, you can win it. But if you're like the other 12,999,999 people, you're not going to win. So what other way is there? Folks, this is a plan B that can lead to a plan A. I started by trying to sell my business, my product in my business to George Najjar. He ended up selling me his model, and I'm now selling my other business to do this full time. Now, there's another bonus, all right? Delon, okay, you said that there were a few people that have achieved some of these positions. Can you share with us right now some of these people?
Shirley Sinclair.
Stand up. Sherry, what position have you reached?
Executive coordinator.
Executive coordinator within the 6-week period of time? You're getting a $1,000 bonus check for doing that. Let's give her a hand. Dr. Bird, what position have you reached?
Executive coordinator.
Executive coordinator within a 6-week period of time. So you not only get the $500 for the recruiting bonus, but you now also have $1,000 there, an extra $1,500. Let's give him another hand. Okay. Now, Delon, you are inches away from regional vice president, and soon after that to get to ambassador. When did you sign up in this business?
February 27th.
February 27th, okay? And he's knocking on the door of regional vice president, all right? Are you interested in a $10,000 bonus check? How about another $20,000 on top of that? Okay, $30,000 additional dollars. Now, folks, the company just incorporated this extra bonus without taking anything away of their other 10 ways to make money. They didn't take any of it away. They just added this. Okay? Any of you that achieves these levels within this period of time, these are the bonus checks you're going to receive. So congratulations to all of you. Okay, what does it take to get started in our business? First of all, $99. All right? So $99 is what it takes for you to be the president and CEO of your own company. All right? That's it. How many people have started their own business in here? Anybody do it for less than $99? Okay? He tried to start a Dunkin' Donuts. All right? A year ago or a couple years ago. He wanted to sell coffee, right? It cost him, he said, $1 million just for the franchise. Forget the property, forget the building, and forget the donuts. Just $1 million to have the franchise. Okay? For you to sell coffee that doesn't store fat, that doesn't spike your blood sugar, that doesn't make you so ravenous and hungry that you're going to want to eat a donut at 10 o'clock in the morning. All right? Instead, burn fat. Your cost is $99. And what do you get with it? You get 50 employees. All right, employees? Guess how much you have to pay them? $99 to start. And then $49 a year after that. Is that affordable? To have 50 employees that ship all your products for you? All right? That box all your products for you? That run your computer systems, that pay you your paychecks? And answer your questions and your calls and support you in helping you build your business? And who set up regional meetings and national meetings? And then will open up markets all over the world for you? And on top of that, you have $1 billion worth of science behind you for $99. I'd say it's worth it. The problem is it's not high enough. People don't take it seriously. Okay, $19.95 for a website that markets for you. I got people buying my product that I don't even know off my site. I'm getting paid simply because the site is there and people are purchasing products from it. Okay, what does it take to get started? Folks, we like to say it's between $200 and $600. We do have another program that we're establishing that actually goes even higher. It's up to $1,200. It's a double diamond pack. Why would anybody ever do that? Well, I'm going to tell you this. Think about it. You're going to need product, and if you want to build this business properly, what do? You expose the product to other people. All right? And the more people you expose it to, the more money you make. How does Coca-Cola make their money? They expose it to millions through television and radio and so on and so forth. You are your own marketing company. So you have to expose the reality of these products to others that you know, to people around you. Okay? You need to share that product. Well, the more people you share it with, the more product you're going to need. And if you find that there are people that want to get involved immediately and talk to people immediately, you might want to be able to have a pack right there so that they can purchase and go straight out to work. Right? So that's the value of having a little bit of extra product, is you help not only yourself to get out to a lot of people, but you might have people in your group that want product right away to get it out there. That can rapidly accelerate your business. All right, once you get it, these are some of the basic steps to get going in the business. Be a product of the product. You heard all the people who burn fat and have had a change in their muscular system, etc. Okay? Well, when you consume the product, you're going to develop your own story to tell, and your belief system is going to go through the roof. Set yourself on the proper auto ship for, and I talked about this in training tonight. That's important from a commission standpoint. You build a list of contacts. Just take your phone out, folks. Mine's plugged in, but everybody has a cell phone, and on every cell phone is at least 100 names, 100 contacts. Many have 2, 3, 4, 500 people on their phones. You can find a few people there that drink coffee and tea and sports and latte drinks, and you also have people on there, I'm sure, that they build businesses. They work the business. They own their own businesses, but they're looking for an alternative, because in this market right now, what alternatives are there? See, network marketing with the right products that are absolutely unique in an industry that it's growing. We're in growing industries. This is the alternative. This is the answer for people that are looking for a way out. Well, there's a lot of people looking for a way out. Get yourself some retail customers, all right? Those retail customers will lead to individuals that will want to join our business. All right? Get some tasting parties going at your home or at your office or with a group of people, and get your business built that way as well. And then plug into a proven success system. Notice, started as a coffee company. Dr. Allen has over 100 products. Products that are all low glycemic. All products that are oriented to help people live a healthier, more fulfilled life. So our goal is to become fully a health and wellness company. The code breaker comes out next Tuesday. You've got to start on that product. I'm telling you, it's going to be revolutionary. Revolutionary product, revolutionary results. And then in October, in Chicago, all right, in the middle of Chicago, what's the dates of those? 15th, 13th, 15th, 16th, all right? We're going to introduce more products, more health-oriented products, revolutionary products with clinical data, because Dr. Allen doesn't release anything without doing clinicals on them. So every product that we come out with has science behind it, results behind it. So we're going to expand our product line not just to hit beverages, but other dimensions of the human body. Michael Babcock says we've only done 20% so far. We're going to hit the whole 100%. So you're going to find people that don't want the coffee or the tea at all that one day will want one of our other products. We're expanding to hit the interests and the needs of virtually every American in this country. Children's products to fight children with obesity and diabetes. And health-oriented products for both children and adults. Folks, we are at the inception of this business. All right, we are still in the pioneering stage. There are only 24,000 people in our business. And for those of you who've never been exposed to network marketing, you might think, oh my gosh, it's saturated. Some of you who've done in network marketing before, is that saturation?
No.
That's infancy, isn't it? Infancy. All right? Because companies like Amway, for instance, have 30 million people who have joined worldwide. You do the numbers. I believe that we'll be that big one day. And many of those people could be in your organization. So get with the people who brought you here tonight. Get your questions answered. And if you need to ask some of the leaders here the questions, or Dr. Bird questions, we're here to help you and help you get started. Thank you very much. You've done an exceptional job here in building the business. And thank you, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Hope you've enjoyed this. I want to make you this, guys. Think about this. How many of you know that drink coffee? How many of you know need to lose weight? How many of you know will make some money? Okay? It's not a question of if. When you've got results like this, people are going to find out about it. They're either going to find out about you, or they're going to find out about me. But they are going to find out about it. Thanks a lot, guys.